Yes, good afternoon and welcome from far north Queensland here in Cairns, where we are kicking off round 2 of your Minds competition. It will be Uinmaiava and the Waikato Wolves in their first away game, taking on the Cairns Firehawks, led by Eric Irvine. And what a game this is set to be. A healthy crowd here in attendance to welcome their Firehawks, their first home game of the season. And they'll be looking to kick it off with a win here. And joining me in the box, local Queensland product himself, Eddie Oliver. And Eddie, what a game we've got ahead of us. These two teams looking for their first win of the Mine season. And what a way to kick us off here for round 2.
Well, we're up in Cairns here, Sonny, and it's been a while since we've been in the box commentating some Mines action, live and free as always here for the SRL Mines community. But this Cairns, it's a bit of cloudy here this evening, but both sides are set for a stellar contest, as you said, Sonny. They're both looking for a win, so they're going to play their guts out, and I'm so excited that it's a pleasure to commentate. Look at Irvine go straight off the kickoff.
Yeah, straight off the bat. First run of the game off the kick. Eric Irvine, Firehawks captain, looking to lead his side to a win here today in front of a parochial Cairns crowd. The Firehawks going to the death with the Blue Tongues. They nearly had a chance to seal it in Golden Point, but a big mistake. A knock on within field goal range saw them eventually drop that game to the Blue Tongues, 28-24 I believe it was. It was an epic game, and for the Wolves, they'll be looking to try and bounce back after a controversial decision last week. Down by 4 points, 1 minute to go, they decided to go for a 2-point goal instead of going for the kick to touch to try and steal the game. So hopefully mistakes. Ooh. Oh, have been learned from. Filthy dummy from Lopez. Bit of ad-lib play, and that one fizzles out. Bit chaotic there on the fifth tackle, Eddie.
Yeah, the ref called that. Johnson, they've got it straight back here, Cairns.
Yeah, a big strip there from Digby Johnson, the former Rabbitoh. That's the experience at play, and it's a knock on there. Ooh. Mistakes plaguing this game early. Which way is it going to go? It's going the way of the Firehawks.
That is
and both teams just. Maybe we need to get some sticky spray on the ball out there as we see Digby Johnson take another run up. But now inside the red zone, the Firehawks looking to get the first points of the game, Eddie.
Yeah, definitely. They're going to be shifting. Oh! Watch out.
Alex Neil there to clean it up. Luckily, we know how good that physical style of footy is from the Wolves. They put it on display last week as they shifted out to Coward. Cairns fullback wrapped up in red well by Tane Rongamai-Hawani, I think it was. For tackle, Cadence George Slattery turned on his back. The home side still looking for first points of this game. Round 2 of your Mine season. Fifth and last coming up. Where will they go? The home side. They go to Terry Oates. He'll send it high towards the corner. They go up top. It's Rongamai-Hawani there to shrug off another defender on the return. And a great catch there from Rongamai-Hawani, Eddie. That relieves pressure inside the red zone for the Waikato Wolves.
That's some brilliant defense there from the Wolves. The resilience, back-to-back sets on your own line, having to hold out and show some grit early too. Most teams would probably like to have the ball in hand this early and try and control the pace and set the standard, but they've had to be put under the pump straight away. For them to hold out without being scored on is a brilliant show of just resilience and what they're here to play about here this evening in Cairns, the Wolves. Very, very good defensive set.
Yeah, for the Wolves, keep an eye out for their forward pack pairing in the trenches. The duo of Benjamin Jackson and Tulavari Vakateni. Those two prop forwards are some machines out there on the field. They're very hard to bring down, as we saw last week. And they are very accustomed to putting on the big shots. But here we go, the Queenslanders, the Firehawks. Johnson dishes it short to Eric Irvine. And the Cairns Firehawks naming the same lineup that they did against the Blue Tongues last week. Big mistake, turnover to the visitors. Magic there to clean it up. And Eddie, mistakes like that, they're going to put the Firehawks under a bit of pressure early in this game.
Yeah, the Firehawks, they got the rub of the green early with getting repeat sets on. The Wolves are, inside their own half in the red zone. But this time they're spreading it. They're playing too fancy too early. Kaiafau with the ball. They're going to look and try and set up camp down near the Wolves and try and find some points as they go down the short side.
And the captain, Uinmaiava, gets an offload away to Matt Cheek. And watch out for the second phase play of Waikato. They're not afraid to throw it around. Lorenzo Teresi from dummy half. Teresi playing for the Broncos earlier this season, Eddie. He was actually caught up when you got suspended in round 1, so he does inject a bit of experience for the Wolves. That'll do a lot for their experience. 5th and last. We'll get back to you in a sec. Eddie, big mistake from Waikato.
Ooh.
And the rush up the fence from the Firehawks, just too much for them to handle on that set.
Yeah, the Firehawks, they're trying to back up from their mistakes, and they did it well. There's Irvine. He's had some brilliant carries so far there, the captain. He's leading from the front with his actions. Now they're going to work it out of their own end. Both fullbacks from each side are going to look to stand up here, Kaifoa and Coward. It'll go a long way to see who's wanting to find some first points early, because at the moment, there's not really much strike power being shown.
Yeah, for the Firehawks, I mean, Terry Oates and Eric Irvine. Keep an eye out for those two, but Matt Chick there to pick it off once again. His second intercept in the space of 2 minutes, I believe. So Vakateni now takes the run up, and the Kiwi side now inside opposition half yet again. They'll be hoping to hold on to the footy. Try and cross the line, potentially put up a good kick. Penalty given away. Ill-disciplined stuff there from the Firehawks, and I thought they were going to go for it, but maybe just outside of the range of Arlo Rutherford. Another star player to keep an eye out for, and pressure once again inside the red zone, Eddie. The Firehawks just need to knuckle down.
Yeah, no, definitely. Knuckling down is definitely the way to go. You're talking about all these individual stars, but it's sometimes in rugby league you need a bit more than that. You need a bit of cohesion. It's only round 2, so you wouldn't expect much of it from mine sides, but the quicker a mine side can find cohesion and find combinations within their squad, it goes a long way to winning games.
Here we go. Benjamin Jackson crashes over the line, and they're going to send it upstairs, but I think that's going to be a try for the Wolves, and that should be the first points of the game. Benjamin Jackson, I believe he scored last week as well. And there you go, 1-on-1 with his opposite 10. Getting past Crichton, Madison and Eddie, the Waikato side. First points of the game, ideal start for them.
Yeah, Lorenzo Teresi, a beautiful ball from dummy half there. He had his forward set out flat to the left-hand side. He had 2 options to choose from and also one out the back. And he just played the face ball, skipping past the original defender to his left, and that created that one-on-one scenario. And you're not going to stop big forwards close to the line like that when they've got a bit of pace on the legs. So a beautiful try there from the Wolves to start off early.
And Waikato will take the first lead of the game, 6-0. And what a way to start, especially on the road. The trip from Hamilton to Cairns, it's quite a trip there, and it just seems like there's no signs of jet lag from this Wolves side. But yeah, the Firehawks looking to capitalise. They've got home field advantage here. A very raucous home crowd welcoming the Firehawks back here in Cairns. And so much storied history. When we talk about the Firehawks law, so many great names coming out of this system. You've got your Lee Simons and your Cyrus Marks, just to name a couple.
Sonny Sharps.
Sonny Sharps, yep.
Matt Galaxy, who isn't with us anymore, but there's been a lot. Cairns is going to want to try and turn this into a fortress this season up here at home, because you're not going to get very many opportunities like this with a healthy crowd up in Cairns, especially in the mines. The fans have turned out, and you want to repay the hard-earned money being spent and repay them giving time out of their lives to come here and support your side. So they are down by 6. You're going to want to change that very quickly.
Yeah, and we saw how pivotal home field advantage is. The atmosphere, especially at that Bathurst game last week, was just electric. Even in Waikato, it is just a different type of feel. Here in the mines, Harrison Coward, what a run. Breaks through the line off the left edge, gets him inside opposition half. And don't forget to stay tuned on SRL TV, because after this, we will head to the foot of the mountains in Penrith, where we'll be the new boys on the block, the Mount Druitt Kings, taking on the Central Coast Lions. And what a game that is set to be, to round off round 2 of your Mines action. You don't want to miss it. 4 tackle now. The Queenslanders go left. Pinball Jackson taken down inside opposition 30. 5th and last, they'll be looking for a big kick. Probably a crossfield punt off Jimmy Lopez. They go straight to the opposing wing. They go to Kamealoa. Kamealoa straight through, untouched, and he'll get past. Harrison Coward throws at the grass too early, and Kamealoa will take it to the house. Second try of the Arvo for Waikato.
Coward, what are you doing? Harrison Coward out the back. Just didn't have the legs to keep up there with the flying Wolves winger. He just went roaring down the sideline, and the group of fans there in the corner here at Cairns are just cheering them on. The shirts are off, they're swinging in the air, cheer-hoos are being flown. And this is an amazing start here from the Waikato Wolves. They're just putting together a stellar first 20 minutes here. Interchanges coming around, I believe. No, probably not. Don't listen to me. It's been a while since we've been in the mines, but this is an amazing start here from the Wolves. They're showing no sign of any jet lag, no lack of energy. They've come here to play. They've got a game plan, and they're sticking to it.
Yeah, an ideal start for the visitors. 12-0 lead against Cairns, and yeah, quite a few Kiwis making the trip up here to the far north of Queensland. It's great to see a big following for the sole New Zealand-based side in the Mines competition. And for the Firehawks, they'll be looking to try and bounce back. And yes, Eddie, just to clarify, for any new viewers of the Mines comp who are unfamiliar with how it works here, no substitutes, 80-minute stints all round, and no swaps, so it's pick and stick. And it's a unique element to the Mines as well, Eddie, because props, instead of playing your 20-40 minute stints, you now get to play 80 minutes out there through the middle of the field.
Yeah, no, definitely. It is. It gives more of an opportunity for players to show off their talent. You get 80 minutes out there, just go at it, don't hold back, forget about the strategy, because you're here to perform, you're here to put yourself on the map in the SRL, and that's what the Mines provides an opportunity to do, but also to start a legacy as well. This is where it starts the Mines. There's so many players in the SRL who have heard of bringing premierships and just bringing glory back to a club, so it's very good to see.
Oh, and Dan James looked like he might have pulled a cramp there. He had an open line break, but hesitated off that run, and now Alex Neil will take it up. So the Firehawks, I was going to say fireworks. We'd like to see some explosiveness from the American line. Gets absolutely smothered in that hit there. And oh, geez, we're going to have to check, make sure he's all right. See if he's seeing double, but now 4 tackle inside opposition after Firehawks. Maintaining possession, still looking for their first points of the game. Stagato Lopez, dish out to Crichton Madison. And he's brought down by Lorenzo Teresi there. 5th and last coming up. Numbers both sides. Right pocket, Alex Neil. Oh, he'll take a run up. It's a ricochet. Cadence George Slattery there to clean it up. But Eddie, the Firehawks just shooting themselves in the foot with that one. And good starting field position now for the Wolves.
Yeah, no, definitely. They're trying to play their game through the middle here at the moment, the Firehawks, and you don't blame them with Digby, Johnson, Irvine, and Terry Oates, but you can't play through the middle like that, throwing hospital balls. You need to get your halves involved, bring Lopez around to the middle, or a Dan James, just trying to find some combination, try and find some holes in this defensive line, because at the moment they're just being read like a book here by the Wolves as they spread it.
Oh, and Benjamin Jackson turns it over. Tyler Keane trying to split the defense. But there you go. In the blink of an eye, momentum shifter there for the Cairns side. And now they'll have a full set inside the Wolves half to try and cross the line. Still in search of their first points as we go. And the Wolves looking to hold out defensively. They haven't conceded anything yet. So positive signs for them. On that side of the footy, 3rd tackle now. Alex Neil just takes the straight run. Tapo there to bring him down alongside his teammate. 4th now they go. Madison just takes another straight run. 51 metres gain on the set for the Firehawks. Where are they going to go? They go left. Lopez. Oh, he drops the ball. And just when they've got a chance, Eddie, once again, it gets away from the Firehawks. But good rush-up defense there from Waikato.
Yeah, excellent. Here goes Jackson down to the backfield. I was about to say, don't get complacent. Offload.
And Matt Chick, if he just had some extra gas in his tank, he probably could have gone to the house with that one. Ewan Maiava, the captain, trying to exploit that overlap. Will be read well. And brought down 3rd tackle now, the Wolves. Looking very dangerous on this set. Koza Carrigan runs it straight at Harrison Coward. Coward, got to make sure his headgear is extra tight today. He's copped a couple big hits. Vakateni now takes the straight run. 5 metres away from the try line. 5th and last. The Wolves, where will they go? They go right pocket. Rutherford sends it high towards the corner. They're going to go up top. Tap back. Kaya Foa wrapped up in a 2-man effort. Neil and Sevu Singh to stop that one from turning into points.
Yeah, no, that's some brilliant defence there. Last-ditch effort. Kaya Foa is the man with the ball in hand, and he looks to be very dangerous on sheet. 99 speed, 99 acceleration here for the for the Waikato Wolves, but the Cairns Firehawks, they're holding on well. And here comes Coward down to the backfield. This is what you want, your fullbacks getting involved, starting off the set. Use them for those yardage runs because they're going to get you out of trouble on many times during this game.
Yeah, your fullback is always your go-to outside back, and you always have to rely on them to not only play their part, but have a big impact on the game. And Harrison Coward will be called upon a lot here today. He already has been. 4 tackle. They won't go 40-20. Lopez shifts it out. Flat ball to Eric Irvine.
Ooh.
Wrapped up in a 2-man effort yet again. 5th and last coming up. The Firehawks. Alex Neil off the left boot. Swings it towards the corner. And there in waiting is Kai Dangiuna off the right foot. He'll step around.
Ooh.
Can't get past Coward. And now Coward out of position. This could be dangerous if they find that exploit. Kai Afoa tries to dart through. That was looking dangerous. And the Wolves not in any rush to get the play going whatsoever. Flat ball to Carrigan, who runs it straight. And some physical style of footy on display here from the visitors, Eddie.
Yeah, Waikato Wolves, they're trying to get up in the face here, the Cairns Firehawks, the Wolves. But I love that play there from Kai Afoa. I want to see him getting more ball in hand because he's so dangerous. He hasn't had many opportunities, but in my opinion, he's the game breaker. He's the one who can extend this lead beyond reach here for the Firehawks, against the Firehawks. As a Rutherford puts in a beautiful punt. Watch out for the return.
Oh, and Dan James nearly gets through untouched, but Arlo Rutherford there to wrap him up. And just under 5 minutes left in this first half. It is the Waikato Wolves with a 12-0 lead over the hometown Cairns Firehawks. And both these sides, Cairns currently at the bottom of the ladder, Waikato currently 4th. So a win here today will help get their season started in the right direction. After coming up the back of big losses, Digby Johnson gets his world rocked on that hit. And they're going to go for 40-20. No, they won't. Jimmy Lopez just sends it downfield. Will try and pin the Wolves deep within their own red zone. Afua on the return. Oh, nearly gets through. But desperate stuff there on the return. And a good kick there from the Firehawks, but they need to back it up defensively. Benjamin Jackson has just been piercing that line all day. And they've got to contain this forward pack of the Wolves, Eddie, because they've just been running a riot through the middle.
Yeah, Terry Oates and Irvine, they're losing the middle now. It's falling away. They've had to do so much defense here, the Firehawks, and the Wolves are just making them pay for it. They're working it through the middle, and then they're going to shift it to the backseat of the Wolves.
Match hit goes to Kai Afoa off the right edge. He'll try and cut infield. Harrison Coward won't let him get past, but they still got to hold on for one more tackle. 5th and last coming up. Waikato looking to put another one on the board before half-time. Oh, and miscommunication. Carrigan gets in the way. And the Firehawks now, Eddie, they can breathe a sigh of relief. They hold off on that set, and you'd have to think they just want to run out the clock, get into the sheds, and readjust.
Yeah, no, definitely. You keep the ball in hand, wind down the clock. You don't want to concede any more points here, Firehawks. You did well to get out of your own end. You got 30 seconds to go. Just wind down the clock and get in a halftime regroup.
And now Digby Johnson will take that run. One more left before the siren goes as they shift it out to Eric Irvine. Brought down 12-0. Waikato leading Cairns as we head into the halftime break. Stay tuned. We will see you in the second half. Yes, good afternoon, kia ora, and welcome back from Cairns. We're at Barlow Park, where it is the Waikato Wolves, the visitors, with a 12-0 lead over the home side, the Cairns Firehawks. And Eddie, what a first half it was, very neck and neck, but the Wolves just punishing the Cairns Firehawks for their mistakes. And they currently hold a 2-score lead as we head into the second half.
Yeah, g'day there, Sonny. The counter-attack of the Waikato Wolves during that second half, they got put under a lot of defensive pressure early, but then it just came through. Lopez and Benjamin working it out through the ruck, and then the outside backs running the length of the field. And now they're doing it again. You go back to what brought you success early, work it through the middle, take it out wide, and take your opportunities where they're presented to you. It was a very quick halftime for myself, but luckily I just got myself a bowl of hot chips here up at Barlow Park. They've got one of the best in North Queensland, so going to be enjoying those, munching them through the second half.
Yeah, I see a beverage there too, Eddie. Not sure if we need to know what's inside that beverage, but fifth and last now as the Wolves shifted to the left pocket. Oh, I've got a beverage too myself. Dan James off the right wing, can't get
It was a long
past.
flight.
Yeah, I actually didn't realise how far up it is from Townsville. It's actually, yeah, another few hours.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, a lot more frequent fire points added to the card as we see Eric Irvine now trying to inspire his Cairns Firehawks side, and they just have not looked like, I mean, not to throw them under the bus, but they haven't looked like the team we know they are at certain points, especially in the red zone. Mistakes just plaguing their game today. So hopefully the halftime message from Daniel Hallier has gotten across alongside his mentor, partner in Charlie Rossini, I believe it is, Kai Rangihona, straight from the right wing. Darts through, and Waikato once again, Eddie, in great starting field position. They should get into opposition half off this run, and they do. Causa Carrigan, untouched, offload away to Teresi, and the Wolves are just firing on all cylinders.
Oh, no, absolutely. And also, I'm presuming the mentors do construct the sides for week-to-week rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, so look, this Firehawks side has definitely got a lot of potential. I just have a feeling that they don't have the right players in the right positions at the moment. But if you give any side an opportunity here in the SRL Mines, they'll make you pay. Let's see what they can do after that error there from the Wolves.
Yeah, and the visitors coughing that one up just shy of the red zone. Those ones are the frustrating ones, as we see Alex Neal. He's just been taking straight runs all day, so he's not afraid to just run it at the line. Take a bit of pressure off his forwards, and that allows guys like George Slattery to get the line breaks, find a bit of space, taken by R4, but not before he gets the offload out to Tyler Keane. He'll play the ball. Coward, cut out ball to Digby Johnson. And the Firehawks are better set from them here. But the kick will be crucial as they go to Jimmy Lopez. And it's not 6 again. I thought it was played at by the Wolves defender, and maybe the rub of the green not going the way of the home side, but Eddie, that one just gets away from them once again.
A call from Grace there for the Wolves. They get the ball back in hand, and the Firehawks getting fumed. You saw Irvine there, and also Terry Oates, some of the leaders in this pack, just trying to have a talk with the referee, but he wouldn't have a mouthful of it. They want to continue play on. They want to keep this free-flowing footy. Cairns is loving it. Barlow Park, they're going to rise here, and these fans that have travelled over the ditch here this evening to watch the Wolves are absolutely ballistic.
Yeah, a lot of chahooing in the stands as we see. Oh, what an offload! Rangomai Hawani tries to crash over. A beautiful play from Benjamin Jackson. I don't know what he was doing out on the wing, but with runs like that, why not, big fella? Have a run. As we see Maiava inside dish back towards Wakateni. And he'll just take the settler now. Fifth and last coming up. 15 minutes play there from Cairns. The visitors, they go to Rutherford. Rutherford sends it high. Who's there? It's Harrison Coward. Harrison Coward will take it coast to coast. Teresi is in pursuit. 3 Wolves trying to hunt him down. But Harrison Coward will take off in front of the pack and score the Firehawks' first points of the game.
Oh, look at Cairns, Sonny. This is about time that they've gotten up off their feet, and it just had to be Coward. It had to be the fullback. We spoke about it. It takes a fullback to make or break a game, and this time, Marquee Man stood up. He's finally put his stamp on this game. He's had a few good runs out of yardage, but the length of the field effort is going to get a lot of motivation and hopefully re-energise this pack, because they've just been demolished that first half. The first 10 minutes in, it looked like it was going to continue the onslaught where they left off the Wolves. That just a piece of individual brilliance has brought them back into this game, drawn it into 6 points of difference, and plenty of time here for the Firehawks to find some more points.
Yeah, well put, Eddie, and that one just turns the game on its head now. It changes the momentum and now just injects a bit of confidence for this Cairns Firehawks side. They've been looking for points all day. They finally get it. They've had to wait a good 15 minutes for it, but now this one reduces the deficit to a 1-score game. And how good is your Mines footy? Stay tuned after this. We will head to the Greater West of Sydney, where the Mount Druitt Kings will do battle with the Central Coast Lions. A New South Wales rivalry there, and Eric Irvine will take that contact, be called upon for the penalty conceded from the Wolves. And now, Eddie, we speak about momentum, and it's just in the blink of an eye, it is now well and truly in the Firehawks' favour. They've got to capitalise.
Absolutely, and the only thing that I can see that the Wolves can use to their favour here to try and combat this momentum is 12 of their 13 players are actually dev players in the SRL. So over 3/4, nearly full of this Wolves side has been mentored and had experience from some of the best in their representative positions at the club that they're signed at through their dev contract. They've got to use this experience here to try and hold off this momentum. Cairns, they've only got 8 players, but there are a few players out there pulling their weight at the moment. The halves, they need to find something. They're very inexperienced, lackluster, but they've got the forwards.
Oh, what a hit taken off the ball. Digby Johnson cops a huge whack there, and the Wolves will turn it over just when the Firehawks were building some momentum. It turns over just like that, and that is the big contact we spoke about. That is the Waikato brand of footy. They just love the big shots, the physical style of play. They invite it, they don't shy away from it. And now the home side will have to be relied upon defensively to try and halt this momentum that the Waikato side now find themselves with. 35 gained on this set, fifth and last. Here from Cairns as Rutherford goes towards the corner, and there in waiting is Pinball Jackson. Pinball Jackson steps through, won't be able to get past the opposing 12 of the Wolves. I've forgotten who it was, but now Eddie, the Firehawks, what's the game plan to get back into this one?
They need to stop throwing hospital passes. Coward got them a try previously. I don't think he's got another in him. You can't just put it all on one player. If he does, good on him. You would be very much surprising me. Irvine, Johnson, Oates, they've been very quiet. They're getting demolished through the middle. They're not giving their outside backs a chance or the halves. You need to start turning this forward battle over, turning into a grind and try and win something back here. You got to earn the right.
Jimmy Lopez, he'll dive through. Offload to Eric Irvine, but Eric Irvine can't crash through. That was a great run there from Lopez, some ad-lib footy, catching the Wolves off guard and nearly turning fatal, but they managed to rush up and clutch it. And that one, a pivotal moment of this game, you could say, as we see Pafaidongi now. That's who the number 12 was, Josiah Pafaidongi. And Waikato, what is the plan? Do you play it conservative and just try and chip away at the Firehawks until they make another mistake? Or do you try and play aggressive? You try and get a go-ahead try once again. They're in 40-20 range. Right pocket. Oh, Rutherford with an absolute shanker.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, it's a crossfield trick play. It's a crossfield trick play. Oh, that was so good at that midfield. I thought he shanked that one, but as Eddie said, calculated play. Why not? You got to try something. And in a game like this, when the score is that tight, there you go, Coward off the return.
That's where you want to start, Coward. Beautiful return there from the fullback. Firehawks, you just got to throw the kitchen sink at them now. Spread it left to right, go horizontal, try and go coast to coast. You've got everything to play for. Your home fans are up. Coward made sure of that. It's time to continue. It's time to find some points, and you just never know that exhilarating last-ditch effort on fifth tackle. You might need more of it.
Sevu Singh taking the run up. He scored on debut last week as well, trying to inject himself in this game, but has been contained for a good chunk of it. As we see, fifth and last, Terry Oates, the big lock forward, sends it towards the corner of Kai Rangihuna, and Rangihuna can't squeeze through. Wrapped up by Katoni Busha. First tackle now for Waikato as we enter the final quarter of this game. Proudly brought to you by TBC Live and Sunny Visuals. It is your SRL TV broadcast, your regional broadcast. It is the Wolves currently leading 12 points to 6 against the Firehawks. Third tackle, they play the ball. Rutherford dishes it out. Kaya 4 steps 2 off the right edge. Can't get past Coward. But Coward's out of position now. They'll probably try and look for a line break to expose that gap in the backfield. But Carrigan wrapped up. Great stuff there from the Firehawks. Fifth and last now. What is the play? What is the go-to option? They'll go left pocket. Arlo Rutherford sends it down towards the wing of Dan James. Watch out, Dan James. He's got speed, but he can't get past the elusiveness. Just getting away at the end there. Alex Neal, he'll find a bit of space. And the Firehawks, they're starting to find some holes in this Wolves line. Oh, turnover. Big intercept there. Benjamin Jackson there to just swipe it. And that one could be costly for the Firehawks, Eddie, especially if they concede points this late in the game.
Oh, when I said throw the kitchen sink, I didn't mean literally just throw the ball right into their hands. But the Wolves, they've got a lot of momentum now. They're in the red zone. They've got a plethora of tackles up their sleeve. They're fatiguing their Firehawks middles. It's just any second. You can just feel like the floodgates are about to open.
Yeah, it does have that element to it, as we see Matt Chick takes him to the 10. The Wolves looking for a dagger try right here. This one would take a lot out of this Firehawk side. Still looking to hold on their goal line. They've been doing a good job so far. Carrigan will look for a crash play. Turned on his back. Two-man effort there to bring him up or hold him up.
Come on, Shorty. What are you calling that a try? Oh my, somebody revoke this reffing license. He's standing right there. Sorry, I just had to.
We do thank Luke Short. He's here voluntarily. We don't have that much of a budget here in the mines, as we see. Rutherford sends it high. Severson goes up. Longomai Hawani there to take it from him. And that one fizzles out at the end. The Cairns Firehawks just holding on. But Eddie. Oh, geez. George Slattery gets welcomed with a big shoulder there from his opposing forward. But Eddie, the Firehawks, time running out. They need something. They need to find some spark. Oh, Terry Oates, could he be the answer?
Yeah, he's finally awoken from his long-lost slumber there, Terry Oates. It's probably the best run all game, and it's taken 68 minutes. It's time to work it up the field. 40-20 or something. You need to get out of your own end and quick.
And they could go for a Jimmy Lopez. Oh, it's another short kick. Yeah. And that one is not going to do them any favours. Rongomai Hawani there to clean it up, and Waikato once again with the ball inside opposition half. A good look. Good starting field position, and less than 10 minutes remaining here from Cairns. They shift it out to the captain, Ewan Maiava. Will be brought down in that tackle. Third now, flat ball. Benjamin Jackson just winds it up, runs it straight. Gets him shy of the 10 for tackle. The Wolves edging closer to the line. Matt Chick thought he was going to swing it out wide. Decides to just hold on. Taken down by Boucher. Fifth and last. The Wolves, they go left. They give it to Jackson. And Jackson is rushed up in a great wall of defense from the Firehawks. Keeps them alive. Keeps them in this game, Eddie.
Yeah, the Firehawks, they're holding on. And this is a beautiful run from Cow to go straight around Kai Foa, the fullback, lackluster. And he's had a mixed performance here so far there. Terry Oates, Irvine, you need to get your boys down the field. You need to get them within range. Or try and force a repeat set. You need something to go in your favour. You need a line break. Digby Johnson, a good run from him too. This might be it down the short side.
Digby Johnson, a former Rabbitoh. You got to rely on your experienced players, especially in these sorts of situations when you're down by 6 at the back end of a game. Cool heads will remain above water, whatever the saying goes. As we see Eric Irvine off the back of an offload. That's better. The Firehawks now just stationed outside the red zone. Where will they go off the last play off this set? Jimmy Lopez sends it wide.
No.
Probably hit that one wrong. Dan James there to scoop it up. But I'll tell you what, Eddie, the kicking game from the Firehawks, it has just been letting them down a little bit. And that one gets away from them. It was a good-looking set.
I did touch on it earlier. It is a very inexperienced half combination. Lopez and also, I believe, one second, it is Alex Neil. Very inexperienced, both new players to playing with each other. And especially under pressure too. It's not the best way to learn, and that's the position that they've been put in at the moment. So they will get better over time, but this will be a very good learning curve for them.
Yeah, and take nothing away from Waikato. They've been really good for a majority of this game, and the visitors from New Zealand looking to come away with their first win of the season. What a winner would be on the road. Fifth and last now. They'll play the ball. They'll dish it to Rutherford. And Coward, pressure kick. He'll take it. Wrapped up. Driven back into his own in goal. And Eddie, you can feel the energy from this Wolfpack now. They're starting to fire up. They know they've got a chance to seal the game right here.
That's what a good kick does. Good kicks win games, and that's what it allows you, players around you, to do. Get up there in the face of the opposition, drive them back into the in goal. Now they're 30 out of the Firehawks line here, the Wolves, and they're looking to just stampede and try and just seal it out with another try.
Tapo takes the run. Second tackle now. The Wolves looking to finish the game off this set right here. Inside the red zone through Benjamin Jackson. Third tackle. They go left. Dish out to Rongamai Hawani. Wrapped up and driven by Sevu Singh alongside his teammate Alex Neil. Fourth now. Cut out ball to Rutherford. Dishes it out to Jackson. Fifth tackle coming up. Cairns need to hold on to save the game off this set. They cannot afford to concede points. Rutherford sends it towards the corner. Who's going to be there to contest it? Pinball Jackson steps through. Kaya Fire there to bring him down with his teammate. And now the Firehawks, one more chance, one more set, Eddie. They need to pull a rabbit out the hat and produce some magic off this set.
You've got a minute. There's not much that you can say about this. You've got to get downfield, and I just don't think that they've got the gas. They don't have the class in them at the moment here, the Firehawks. It's been a brilliant show of courage and resilience, but it's just not enough. Waikato Wolves, they've done a brilliant job.
They'll go for a 40-20, and it's straight to the Rongamai. He'll take it to the house to finish the game. And Waikato will come away with their first win in club history. First one of the season against the Firehawks. And what a way to finish it off for the visitors. They'll be celebrating back in Hamilton, Eddie. What a try, what an effort, what a game from the Wolves. Just all class here this afternoon.
Let the locals on the field. They're just roaring. The sponsorship signs are getting whacked, absolutely. They're going to have dints in them after that one. And this kick's just going to be cheered over. It's going to be roared through the television set and also down here at Barlow Park. Matt Chick off the left boot, a beautiful strike. And what a performance here from the Wolves. What a performance, what a statement. And what a way to turn around your season in round two.
Full-time score, Waikato 18, Cairns 6. And what a game it was. A low-scoring affair, but a tight physical battle. Not much give between these two, not much separating the two sides. The scoreline does not do this game justice. It was a gritty game, and what an effort. Max Topoke and Anthony Lee will be proud of their Wolves and the performance here today. A road win. Harrison Coward with a try for the Firehawks, the only try scorer for them. And for the Wolves, Benjamin Jackson, Kamea Aloha and Rongamai Hawani getting across for the Kiwis. Time in possession, 47% for the Firehawks compared to the 53 of the Waikato Wolves. 16 from 20 completions, 19-26 for the visitors. 5 errors compared to 8. 1 penalty conceded both sides. 156 tackles compared to the Wolves 139. 16 missed tackles to 17. 25 to 26 in terms of the line break. So both on par when we look at those numbers. But we'll start with the player stats for the Firehawks. And Eddie, I'll let you run through these stats here. But what a game from Harrison Coward, leading the way, 240 run meters.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. He just absolutely ran up the guts, and he never stopped throughout the whole 80 minutes. Once the clock started and he had 80 minutes, this is what he produced. He definitely just gave it all out there, but unfortunately for him, he really got let down by a few of his middles. I know Irvine was out there, and you know, the likes of Terry Oates in the middle. He played 80 minutes, he only made 68 meters. Just some of these forwards really disappointed as well. Jimmy Lopez had a beautiful day off the boot when it came to the amount of kicks distance-wise, but the halves really do need to work together. Whether you try a new combination, I'm not sure there for the Firehawks, but they've got some very good players there, a few individuals, but you need to try and find out what combinations are going to bring together a full 13-man performance on the day.
Yeah, and a big shout out to the defense of their forward pack.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Bryden Madison, George Slattery. I mean, all of them nearly cracked the 20 mark.
Tyler Keane, 28 tackles, 0 missed. That's a huge effort. I've got to give that to you, bro. I hate doing that week to week in the SRL, but to see you doing that in the mines, and I usually actually miss probably 2 or 3, so credit to you. That is a beautiful effort.
Yeah, great stuff from the Firehawks. Obviously, not the result that they wanted, but we know what they're capable of. So much potential, and hopefully they can bounce back in the next game. But let's scroll across now to the visitors from New Zealand. It is the Wolves. Teresi leading the way, 177 run meters, 22 tackles, 0 missed, with a try assist to his name. Causa Carrigan, what an absolute machine he was for the Wolves. 175 run meters, 17 tackles, 3 line breaks as well. Benjamin Jackson pairing up there, 14 tackles, 2 tackle breaks, 4 line breaks, 1 try. He actually also had 4 errors, so geez, that's a bit rough on the big prop forward. But Eddie, your thoughts on this Waikato side? They put up a clinic here today.
There's always so much talent over in Hamilton, Waikato Wolves. I played for the Swarm back in Season 5 when they were the team in place of the Wolves, but after they've been distinguished and rejuvenated as the Waikato Wolves, the vibe and just the play set, any player that plays for this team is always amazing. Back in my day, you had Caleb Jeffrey Manu, but now you've got Kai Foa, who, what a personality that is. Good sides have got personalities in it, and the good sides control them, and they turn that energy into on-field performances, and everyone here just knew their job. The halves kicked to perfection nearly. Sure, they had a few errors, but you saw it towards the end of that game how they controlled it, Sonny. They just kicked for the corners. They got repeat sets late in the game when they didn't have to. They played for the 80 minutes, and they took the opportunities were presented to you.
Yeah, it just felt like the Wolves, they really just stuck to the game plan. They just played a consistent style of footy that worked for them.
How about their defense with those shots?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
They've got some bruises in this forward pack, and watch out the Blue Tongues, watch out whoever else is in this competition, because this is a statement from the Wolves here. Absolutely.
Yeah. They got some big boppers, this Waikato side. When we did the game last week against the Lions, the amount of shots they put on it, oh man, they are going to be a sight to watch this season. But congratulations to Waikato, first win on the board, and the Firehawks looking to bounce back in their next game. Your full-time score 18-6, Wolves over the Firehawks. Joining myself here in the box, Sonny Tyre, alongside Eddie Oliver. Thank you for joining us, and stay tuned, because after this it is the first game in history for the Mount Druitt Kings. History being made as they take on the Central Coast Lions in Penrith. You don't want to miss it. Stay tuned, and we will see you here on SRL TV.